It needs to be a header that could apply across all boundaries of what we are looking for, which is why it's so generic, because that's what it needs to be. When we don't know who the reader is, we need it to be welcoming to everyone. If you got real specific like what we had, someone goes, oh, I'm not looking for that. You know what I mean? When you're sending your resume to a recruiter, this should be your new one going forward. For recruiters, when there's not a job title, it's just you're networking. Hey, yeah, here's my resume, right? To kind of see what my background is without a title to restrict it, but at least some kind of title to inform. Then that's what you'll be sending out. It's okay that other people have other resumes that are slightly different. That's the nature of the world. When you find a job that is defined, then you define it and submit and resave. You'll have 10 different resumes, right? So then you'll save it, your name, VP product management resume, save it that way. Okay, so let me show you something. Every client needs to do this. Here's your resume, here's the job you're going after. The question you're asking is, what do I do? What's the process to apply for a job when I'm going to submit and do it all? I'm saying, okay, you're going to take this title and you're going to change it to the title of the job. So literally, there's the title of the job, copy. Okay, so you change the title like that to match it. Okay, now here, you're reading passion for leading and developing others. Do we have that in there? Driving process improvements and delivering service experience that builds and strengthens, right? In other words, what we've kind of written. And so whether that's what they're saying, right? They want someone passionate and all that. Okay, so the role, now here's the cool thing. I can go through and do this kind of old school, like, let's go look at it. But I want to show you something. Okay, watch this. You're going to go to this place called Jobscan. Okay, and you're gonna sign in with LinkedIn. Say okay. So here you are. On the left, paste your resume. Okay. And on the right, right there. We don't need this other part. That's what they're wanting. Clean it up a little. Okay, we don't need the quote. Take that out. Okay. Bring this up. Don't need that. So take all these little grammatical suggestions here, bring all these up, but keep a separation between the different sections. So there's that, there's the school, there's all the jobs, they're all separated the way they should be. Just one space in between, that's fine. Space there, goes all the way up to there. Okay. Move that like that. Move that like that. Now, the job title was that, right? So we're going to leave that in. And we're good. So we're going to now say scan. Okay. So what's great is now we have a reality check where we see how far off we are when matching up, right? This is great, 4x4, but only 3 out of 7 here. I mean, this is way off. Okay, 1 out of 2. Now you're missing 16 hard and soft skills on your resume. Review the missing skills below. Okay, so you'll see them down here. You know, you look at operations, job description, 6, 6, good. Outsourcing, data-driven, presentation, they're saying, we don't have that. That's what I mean when I say, true up the resume. You did the title, but now it's easy to look at here and see, okay, outsourcing, right? And you just say to yourself, do I actually have outsourcing? You do, right? So then you can just look at some of these other things and say, okay, they're not maybe needing strategic development. They have strategic direction, and literally you should change that. See what I mean? Take the words that are, there's data analysis, but it's data driven. Actually, I would say that's actually probably fine, but maybe up here, you know, forward thinking, okay, do they have any of that? If not, maybe data driven business operations executive. You see what I mean? Comma, data driven. And I'll look to clean it up, right? But data driven now in there. Where do I want to put outsourcing? So taking some of these and plugging them in as we can add, you know, there's only 3 in each column. So you could easily have 4. So if we don't want to necessarily get rid of some, right, it's easy to just go ahead down and say, all right, let's just say, reporting. And then also just notice, like, I like to go in kind of a cascading look, so shorter to longer. So I would move that there, and then I'd move like that there. So you can see how visually appealing that is. So outsourcing. Do you have outsourcing? Of course you do, right? There's customer loyalty, customer conflict resolution. Proven leader, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of ability, just proven leader. So now we've got leadership skills, but also again down here, those all seem really good. Just organization. You know, organizational development or organization development. So you just take the ones, right, where it's off, figure out a way to work that exact word in. So I'd be like, passion for cultivating and mentoring social engineering groups. See? So yeah, it gets rid of passion. My point is, change the title, change as much of this or these others. Got your degree, executive, 16K. So basically that's good. Got everything else on there. I would copy that. Okay, so remember we're 52%. Okay, so let's write that down. So we go back and right here it says update the resume and rescan. Okay, I feel like that adds a lot in there. So let's look at that. That's a 24% increase. That's huge. But you're above 75, you're golden. You know, you're gonna get an interview. That's basically the way it works. Okay, investments. Yeah. So again, you know, I would look through again and go, can you say the word investments? You know, when we look at up here,
Mm-hmm.
where can we work the word investments in? You plug that in, and you know, easy to come up with delivering. You're now 80 something percent. This is its own resume now, not for any other job, but for this particular job right here. And so I would go like this, you know, turn that off, save as, go in here, and I would call it, you know, VP support services resume, like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that one. And if I think I find another job that seems real similar, I'll open this one back up that has, you know, it's closer to where it is than where that one started. So we don't have to do that again.